So today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing a weight loss video, obviously kind of prompted because it's the beginning of the new year, and for a lot of people, their goals revolve around like getting in shape or losing weight, stuff like that, which like I wouldn't say is necessarily the most important New Year's resolution you can have, but that is the one that I have the most experience in, so that's what I'm addressing. So that's what I'm going to be addressing in this video, that I can possibly think of under the sun to help you guys out with this, because I've been there and I know what it's like, and I'm still kind of there. So like, don't let me fool you, I'm not like over here being a personal trainer or anything. So I'm still like in the midst of it with y'all, so I get it. So I will go. So if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I have like notes and stuff in there. So I probably won't be, but just in case, that's what I'm looking at. So the first part of this was actually how to lose weight fast. This is something a lot of people want to know. Usually people that are trying to lose weight for like an event, like if you have like a formal or a wedding or something and you just want to shed like not a ton of weight, obviously, because if you do that really fast, that's usually, there's no way to do that super healthy. But if you're just trying to drop a few extra pounds for something specific, or if you are just ready to go ham because it's the new year and you are like all in it, like this is a section for you. So I would say that I lost weight moderately fast. I lost around 120 pounds in around / less than a year. So that was a lot. But I have lost it both very quickly, and there were times when I lost it really, really slowly. So here we go. This is how you can lose weight really fast, but you gotta be like crazy dedicated. Okay, so the first segment to losing weight fast, and this is honestly gonna be the most important part of almost any kind of weight loss, is diet. And that sounds kind of crazy because I know a lot of people think it's all about like working out in the gym, and let me tell you, it is, but diet is so important. Honestly, like if you can't stick to your diet plan, but you exercise a lot, you might lose weight, but it's gonna be so much harder. Like, don't do that to yourself. So, how to lose weight fast, diet portion. This is what I did. This worked well for me. I'm not gonna say like 100% this will work well for you, but everyone else I've talked to, this works really well for them. And it sucks, but you have to cut out carbs. I know that that's like the worst thing ever, and it's usually not very sustainable, but if you wanna drop weight really quickly, cutting out like bready carbs is a huge help. That includes things like pasta and bread and potatoes and stuff like that. I mean, I know there are like carbs and vegetables, but that's different. We're not talking about those kind of carbs. You know what kind of carbs I'm talking about, and that's not it. What is that? So yeah, so cutting out carbs is gonna be your best friend if you're trying to lose weight fast. So for me, my diet mainly consisted of, when I was trying to lose weight, proteins like chicken, eggs, steak, pork, like all different kinds of meats. So if you're vegetarian, this is gonna be a little more difficult for you. And then vegetables, so a ton of like green vegetables. Those are gonna be also your best friend because they keep things moving, just to be frank, and that's honestly like very helpful during this. So like broccoli, green beans, salads, stuff like that. Be careful with dressings. You gotta watch those like crazy. So a lot of that kind of stuff. I cut out dairy. That helped me a ton. Dairy isn't necessarily something that everyone has to cut out, but it can help you tremendously if you're trying to drop weight like really, really quickly. And water, tons and tons and tons of water, because you have to be like flushing out toxins and everything like that, and it will always help you. You're never going to, I said this in my last video and someone came at me about it, like you're never gonna drink too much water. It's really hard to drink too much water. Okay, you can, but it's not likely gonna happen. So like, be chugging water, be very careful about sticking to like proteins, vegetables, fruit sparingly, because fruit does have sugar in it. It's natural sugar, so it's not going to be as bad for you as like eating a Reese's cup, but also the less sugar the better, because it is, or the less fruit the better, because it is still sugar. So diet-wise, proteins, greens / vegetables, and fruit and water are gonna be your best friend. And that is like super boring. I understand that. Like, there's ways to spice it up. Don't get me wrong. You can make those foods super delicious, and Pinterest is like gonna be your best friend, but it's not like you're gonna be eating most likely your favorite foods during this. So you gotta kind of pick and choose which is more important. But diet-wise, like, that is the ticket with almost everyone I've talked to that's lost weight pretty quickly or is losing weight. Sticking to those food groups has helped them so much, and honestly, it's gonna help you feel a lot better too. Usually when you kick out carbs, there's kind of like a point, for me at least there was, where I had to deal with being kind of lethargic, because for me, carbs like helped me have energy, but once you get over that little stage where you're letting go of them, it will help you so much and you feel so much better. So yeah, that is what I would suggest diet wise if you're trying to lose weight like super fast. So for exercise, for quick weight loss, you probably have heard this from 1,000 people and I'm going to just reiterate it, but cardio is going to be your best friend. But do not forget like weight training, because if you only do cardio and you don't do any kind of weights and you lose more than almost any weight, you're gonna have issues. Like, it's just not as helpful and you're not gonna build muscle and you're gonna be like skinny fat and it's not gonna do that much for you. But a lot of cardio will help you lose weight really fast. So when I say cardio, I'm not talking like elliptical, like that's still good too if you have rough knees or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna say anything bad about any cardio is good, like go for it. Anything to get you moving is better than not. But when I say cardio, I mean like jumping jacks, like burpees, stair climber, like stuff that's hard. Like that is honestly gonna be so essential to losing weight, is getting your cardio in there. You need at least 30 minutes of cardio every single day, but when I was doing this, I would do like an hour of cardio, an hour of weights, which was a lot of work, but it dropped off really quickly. So pump up your cardio. Like if you want to go run, I don't like running, I'm not a runner, it's just not a thing for me, but like go for it. Running, like I said, stair stepper, jumping jacks, burpees, anything to get your heart rate up and going. Like the rowing machine is great because it's kind of a full body workout and cardio at the same time, so like it's kick butt. But anything that's gonna get your heart rate up and get you sweating is going to drop the pounds. So that combined with diet, honestly, almost foolproof, will help you lose weight really fast. And I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to tell you you're gonna lose 10 pounds overnight. That's not healthy, that's not gonna work. It's also water weight, it'll be back tomorrow. But it will help you drop weight much faster than the next method that I'm gonna get into, which is kind of the slower method, but a lot more sustainable. This type of weight loss is usually not that sustainable because people are not usually going to want to go to the gym like 2 hours every day forever. But if you're training for something or trying to lose weight for something, it can be super helpful. But also cutting out carbs and any kind of anything forever is usually not realistic for everyone. So this can be extremely stressful if you're not used to this kind of like lifestyle. It's a lot of work, but let me tell you, like it will work. So that is how to lose weight fast. And on to the next section. So the second part is probably gonna be longer because this is something I'm like way more passionate about because I have learned more about it through my weight loss process. And this is how to lose weight and keep it off. So I lost 120 pounds. I'm gonna be honest with you, I gained back like 40 of it and I lost like 20 of it again. So like I've been there and done that with like everything you're gonna go through or have been through. Like I've been there, so don't worry. I'm coming at you with knowledge from every section of the weight loss journey. I have experienced it. And I want to say like I know what I'm talking about, but I mean, I'm not a trainer. So like take this with a grain of salt, but also like this is what has helped me. That's the only information I can give you. So to lose weight sustainably in a way that you can keep up, you have to do things in moderation and not like break your back over this. So that was where I slipped up, is I trained hard and ate super healthy for like a year, and then I fell off the wagon and I gained weight because my body wasn't used to things like sugar or carbs or anything like that. And once I put them back in my body, it like caught up to me really quickly. So diet wise, for a sustainable weight loss, you don't have to cut out everything like carb wise, but cut it, like pull it back. So right now I'm still in like trying to lose weight, trying to lose like the last 20 pounds that I gained back. And I still eat carbs right now. So that might seem counterintuitive to everything I just said the first half of the video, but it's much more sustainable than to completely cut them out at all, at least for me and for most people. So right now I do stick mostly to tons of proteins, tons of vegetables, but I also incorporate things like brown rice or like sweet potatoes and stuff like that. I try not to eat pastas and breads because that has almost usually no nutrition, and so it's really not necessary. Like, yeah, it's good, but it's not gonna really do anything for you. But the thing about sustainable weight loss is you can't completely deny yourself all the time because you're gonna fall off the wagon, and usually when that happens, it happens hard. So like say right now, if I was like, oh my gosh, like I've eaten really well all day and I really want something sweet, like I'll go have it if I want to. I mean, I understand moderation, and that's the thing that you have to remember, is that everything in moderation, you can kind of get it in there. This will make weight loss slower because you are still eating things that aren't necessarily healthy for you, but you most likely will be way more able to stick to this kind of diet plan. So like, what did I have the other day? Like a Reese's or something. Like, I still will eat that. I just know that having 5 of them every single day is probably not going to do much for me nutritionally or weight wise. So you have to be really careful about moderation in this, but like, don't deny yourself, don't drive yourself crazy, because it just is not healthy for you emotionally for a very long time. And it means that when you actually come off of that diet plan, you most likely will gain weight back if you're not like extremely careful. That is my best advice plateau wise, because I hit 50 of them like all the time. Like, it happens all the time to me, and it's very frustrating. But just remember that like, that's natural. Your body isn't meant to lose weight overnight super fast, so don't get frustrated. But try and switch it up, and that should help you. Honestly, it was about portion control. I am really bad at this. Like, if I eat something good, I want to eat it in mass quantity and for a long time. So I get you. But portion control wise, something that has helped me a lot, other than the mindful eating, so like really paying attention to how full or not full you are and really listening to your body, is using smaller plates. Like, this sounds really dumb, but if you use a smaller plate, 1, you can't fit as much food on there, and 2, like, it looks fuller, so you don't feel like you're getting a lot more. Because if I got a big plate, like, I would fill that whole thing up and then eat all of it. But if you get a small plate and then fill it up, there's less food and you feel like you're getting a lot. It's kind of just like a trick, honestly, but it helps me so much eating on smaller plates. So that's really helpful for portion control. Yeah, honestly, listening to your body is the biggest thing I can tell you, because your body will tell you when it's full. You just gotta like eat slowly and listen to it, and really pay attention to if you're just eating because it tastes good or if you're eating because you're actually still hungry. That's going to be one of the most surefire ways to get your portions where they're supposed to be, because your body will tell you. Believe me. So like, try and get in tune with that. And then, like I said, smaller plates really sounds super dumb, but let me tell you, it is so helpful. If I could give you any advice for anyone watching this video, don't let weight loss be your end all be all. Don't let it define you. I did that to me, and my life kind of fell apart. Let health, and I mean emotional and physical and all the other kinds of health, be important to you, because if you're just focused on like your weight and the number and the size, you get almost no validation from that, and you won't feel that much better at the end of the process. And I hate to say that, because it's a hard process to not feel any better afterwards, but make sure that during this, you're paying a lot of attention to how you feel also, and like your relationships with other people and stuff like that. Like, don't let losing weight become your entire life. I understand